You ready?
Yes.
Welcome back to another episode of the Will Hill Show. Today I got another one of my comedic friends, Marcus. Marcus, tell the people who you are.
How y'all doing? My name is Marcus Hendricks.
Oh, wait, hold on, wait. Let's. How you change your voice like that?
What?
You got all deep and professional. How you doing?
My bad, I forgot.
Marcus Hendricks.
That's my job interview tone. My bad.
My bad. Go ahead.
We just relaxing. We just chilling. So yeah, man, I'm Marcus Hendricks. How y'all doing? You know. Well, yeah, my name is Marcus Hendricks. Happy to be here. Thank you for having me, Will.
Oh, no problem, man. We met doing comedy up at Riddles.
Yes.
How long you been doing comedy?
Started in 2013 in June.
Damn, you remember? Like I do. I think I've said this like 100,000 times. I do not remember like when I started. I just kind of did the shit. Like,
yeah, that's kind of how it happened with me.
What happened? How'd the first time go?
Well, here's the story, man. The reason I started is because somebody kept breaking in my car. What happened was they threw a brick through my shit on three separate occasions.
God damn.
3 separate occasions and ripped my stereo out.
Jeez.
So I got tired of buying the new stereo.
Yeah.
So I told myself jokes on the way to work, so I'd be entertained. So I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if some of this would go over on stage.
Right.
So I went to watch people first, and I saw who was getting laughs, and I'm like, if he got laughs,
Yo,
I know I can get laughs.
I
right?
tell people that all the time. Anytime, like I tell people I do comedy, and they go, "Oh man, I want to try, but I'm scared." I'm like, "Bruh, I host the open mic on Mondays. I've seen some shit.
Yeah,
you'll be fine."
Yeah, that's what I thought. Because I'm looking at other comedians, you know, showing up. I'm like, y'all found that funny, really?
Comedians.
Yeah, comedians. Let's be careful using that word. And I'm like, man, I know I could do this. So one day, me and my girl at the time, she's my wife now, we went up to, I forgot the name of the bar, but it was on a Wednesday night, and the open mic was in a corner of a bar, and I did like 6 minutes of some goofy shit that I can't even remember.
Yeah.
And I got a few laughs. I'm like, okay, cool, I can do this. But the second time was when it went horrible.
Bomb on time number 2.
Yeah, oh my God. Someplace called the Hidden Shamrock, up north. Now this is one of the places where I actually checked it out. I checked the scene first.
Yeah.
To make sure it's like, would my comedy go over here? Or comedy that I had at the time. A little few jokes. And I saw what everybody else was laughing at. I'm like, okay, I should be all right. And it was a Friday night. And of course, they had a separate open mic going on another room. It was 2 musicians playing, so we could hear all the music.
Oh, the fuck.
And like, come on, man. If you don't have comedy, have music on another night.
Right.
So by the time I got up there, I had, maybe like 5 minutes worth, but I think I only lasted 2 minutes of comedy.
Oh man.
And I remember being in the bathroom, going over my jokes, looking at myself in the mirror, repeating my jokes, making sure I know this gonna hit.
Eminem type shit.
Yeah, I know it's gonna hit. Lose yourself. Like I was in that mode. Yeah, and I lost myself, but not in a good way. And
got vomit on his sweater already.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I had a lot of vomit. I had a lot of. It wasn't spaghetti. It was probably Popeyes or some shit. But and I just remember that I will never forget the sound. Like, to a comedian, silence is the loudest sound in the world.
Oh, that's worse than getting booed.
Oh yeah, I wanted them to boo me off stage. It's like, y'all ain't gonna boo? Like, I can help you out, but yeah, they just didn't. And it was right around the time where Trayvon Martin got killed. So I had a joke towards George Zimmerman.
Right.
So I don't know if there was a bunch of Zimmerman fans in the room. Maybe they was on his side about it.
Maybe they just didn't like Skittles.
Something. It was something. But it was a joke to that effect about police brutality and all of that, and they were just like, okay.
The Hidden Shamrock. Yeah, no, it sounds like a lot of cops are probably in there. No.
I mean, I didn't see any cops, but maybe it was maybe they uncles, maybe they brothers, sisters was cops or something like that. But yeah, it was all white people and just me. So I'm like, I already had that stacked against me in a way,
right?
Because they were laughing at each other. But as a brother, it's different rules that they don't tell you about.
Of course. So, we always got hidden rules or whatever we do.
Yeah, yeah. We don't talk about those though. But there was definitely hardcore silence. So if you can survive the first bomb, I say keep going. Yeah. And I was able to walk through that.
Cause that shit sound like Hiroshima.
Oh, that shit hurt. That hurt me too. Cause my wife is in the back watching the whole thing. Oh. So I'm like, And I'm thinking I'm so confident that I'm gonna be all right.
How was the car ride home?
I mean, she talked me through it. That's why I married her, because she's so supportive. You know, she could have been like, you know, we should do something else. That you
right.
She could have went there, but she supported me. She still supported me through this, and I mean, she just helped me through it. I think if it wasn't for her, I probably would have stopped, because you know, that was painful.
Yeah.
You know.
No, yeah, for your second time.
Second time.
Jeez, you usually get like pity laughs.
I didn't even get that.
Fuck.
And my wife said she gave me some pity laughs, but I didn't even hear them.
Nah.
All I could hear was the silence.
That's because you know her laugh. So like psychologically, that shit didn't count. It was like,
yeah.
It was like, no, I know you're trying to help me, but I'm trying to get these other motherfuckers to do something.
Right. And I didn't. The silence was so loud, I didn't even hear her. I'm like, baby, I didn't even hear you. Yeah.
You remember the first joke you wrote?
I have no idea. But it's probably something nasty. I know it was, because I pay attention to you've heard what I say.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing it was nasty. I actually can't remember what it was. but they laughed at it the Wednesday night. The first time they laughed at the same joke. So I'm like, okay, I should be okay over here. Nope.
I just want to talk about Curtis ass real quick, because I asked if we were ready. We get going, and then you adjusting every goddamn thing.
So we are ready. It's just, for whatever reason, this camera just, when I seen it again, it started looking funny. So, and then something was wrong with my touchscreen on my camera, so it was not.
Oh, so what was wrong with the light?
Just
right. Look. Okay. Anyway, I was fucking with him. When was your first show? You remember your first show?
What was the name of that place? It was over in Orland Hills. And it was a Wednesday night open mic, and actually a dude named Ray paid me for my first show.
Well, how much you got paid first show?
$20.
Yeah,
$20. But I was just so happy to
Ray. He's still around?
I haven't seen him in a long since that open mic closed down. I don't know. I forgot the reason it closed down, but no, that was a good spot. They gave you 10 minutes instead of 5. So I'm like, all right,
shit!
Hell yeah, that's good practice to me.
Hell yeah.
So a guy named Ray, he gave me my first show.
So since then, what has been like the apex of your comedy career?
Just being able to headline, bro.
Yeah.
You know, if it doesn't matter if it's, you know, in a bar or a comedy club, just headlining.
So you got 30 ready to go at all times.
30, 40. I got 45 ready to go.
45 ready to go.
Ready to go.
I don't think I'm there yet.
It's a process. It's a process.
Don't get me wrong. I think I could bullshit my way through.
Yeah.
And like do okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe if I sat down and compiled everything, because I got like certain sets in my head. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got like certain 5-minute sets. Then you go to Laugh Factory, you got a 3-minute set.
Mm-hmm.
Then I got my 10-minute sets in my head. So like I can do maybe 2 10-minute sets and 5. You know, I got like 25.
Okay.
A solid 25 that I know is funny, it's fire, can go. But I mean, you know, doing comedy, sometimes the set in your head is not what come out.
No, there's 2 different speeches: what you practice and what you say on stage.
Because like you get up there and you know what you want to say, but you get a heckler. You could see somebody before you could have said something. You know what I'm saying? That could have been like your whole premise on one of your jokes. You'd be like, you mother.
Yeah, I hate.
Now I gotta change
That
the whole
happened to me recently, man.
What happened?
I had a joke ready to go and somebody said something similar. I'm like, motherfucker.
You ready for a special?
Yeah, I could do one.
Be like Alan Ford, shoot your own special. You know,
Yeah,
yeah,
why not,
second
man?
one.
Yeah. Why not, man? Well, I know I said 45, but I could do 60 if I wanted to.
Woo.
So it's just a
hour.
process, man. You got to sit down. You got to dedicate yourself to writing and taking your ass to the open mics. That's the part I got a problem with. I don't go to all the open mics I should.
Nah,
but
me
I'm
neither.
always writing though.
Would you say your strength is writing, or?
I would say so.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I write screenplays. I write.
I was just
jokes.
to say you write more than comedy.
Yeah, actually, I used to be a musician. I used to be a songwriter.
No shit.
Yeah. But
Anything we heard?
No, and I didn't want you to hear it either. I recorded a whole album and everything.
Okay,
and,
Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, man. No, I ain't got to know Eddie. Like I heard how I sounded on the album. I'm like, why did nobody tell me that I sounded like this? I sound like a cat raping another cat with COVID-19. So I was
with
like,
COVID-19.
let me just tell these jokes. And I played for a long time, bro. I was playing guitar. I was playing
guitar.
Yeah, I was playing acoustic guitar. And
I got one. Prove it.
What is that?
It's in the closet. We'll do that after. I didn't think you was gonna be ready like that.
He's like, "What's up?"
He said, "Come on, I got a pick right here."
Right. Come on, dude. Let's go.
It's my lucky pick.
Just in case.
What would you say is your biggest influences? What drove you to comedy? Other than the people still in the radio, you ain't had nothing else going on in your head. But
man, I always got to start off with, even though I think Dave is my favorite comedian, I got to start with Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
Eddie Murphy Delirious and Eddie Murphy Raw was probably my first introduction to comedy. Richard Pryor was a little past, a little bit past before my time, I should say.
Before, yeah.
So Eddie Murphy was first, then came Martin Lawrence, then Chris Rock, then eventually, went over to Dave. So it was a bunch of people, man.
Who's like your favorite comic that no one knows about yet?
That no one knows about yet?
Yeah. That's not mainstream, but you think should be a household name.
That's tough, man, because the people that I like are pretty much like Deion Cole. His name doesn't get mentioned enough. He should be mainstream.
I think
like he's there.
Yeah.
He's definitely. I've met him. He's incredible, man. So I think his name should be up there. Like I know people always mention Dave, but he should be up there. Deion Cole. Like he's incredible. And another one, he should be more famous than he is. Godfrey. I've seen him in Chicago twice, and he's amazing.
I think he is a pretty big name. No, he sell out.
Only reason he ain't as big.
Sell out arenas, not a sellout.
No.
He touched topics on his podcast and in different interviews that people don't want to touch, or they don't really want to touch him. I feel like him speaking his mind honestly about shit is what makes him not be as big as he should be. Because everybody else, they
walking on eggshells. Yeah.
Not him. He keep it all the way 100.
Right. And I think that's what went down with Paul Mooney, because Paul Mooney had no filter. He didn't give a fuck. He just said whatever.
I think Paul Mooney is like in a class of his own. Of putting their foot in their mouth.
But he just had that, he had this thing about him. Just like, dude, I can't filter myself. Yeah. I can't say what's going to make you feel comfortable. So I got to say,
I say, then he wrote for all the greats.
Just like,
everybody you naming your greats, your top, especially the ones that was like before our time.
Right.
Like, he wrote half of their shit. Like,
Ari Spears said it best. You a bad motherfucker when you writing for other bad motherfuckers. So it's like, you gotta be great, man. But yeah, and I would say Paul Mooney is an early influence of mine as well.
Yeah. I didn't get into Paul Mooney to after Chappelle's show, because I kind of just jumped in like cannonball, like into comedy, right? I feel like I was always like that funny dude, the likable guy. And I mean, knowing what I know now, that does not always translate to being a comic. Like, you could be the funniest man in the room, but then when you gotta get on stage and there's no instant feedback, you're not having a conversation with somebody. Right. You have to get up there and entertain. It's different.
Oh yeah. And the crowd is unpredictable. Man. So you just don't know.
You never fucking know.
No.
Like, and to me, that's the fun part, though. Like,
it can be.
Because like I'm still early on in my career, so like now I'm wanting more challenging areas. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So now I'm hitting different mics, going way up north, going out west, and just getting the vibe of the whole entire Chicago scene.
Yeah, bounce around a little bit.
Man, the all white rooms are different though.
Yeah,
the stuff they laugh at.
Yeah, the energy is totally different.
My gosh,
man. Because I've tried some of the stuff that went over with white people, and I tried it on black people, and they were like,
"Nah." Right? Really, nigga?
How did that look today?
That's why they say a lot of black people didn't get on Chappelle until the Chappelle show, but he had done specials prior to that, right? Mm-hmm. So, hey, some stuff, just take more time.
Yeah, some stuff do just gotta grow, but. I don't know, man.
Yeah. And I think, because I did hear this, like, a lot of black people didn't gravitate to Dave Chappelle until Chappelle's show. Yeah. Yeah. But you watch Dave's early stand-up, it's a lot of white people in the audience. Mm-hmm. So it just takes time, bro. You know, you're not gonna please everybody regardless.
Never.
And that's one of the greatest lessons you can learn as a comedian. No matter how funny you are, people are gonna look for a reason to hate you.
Oh, I mean, you could just search high and low.
You could be killing it. You could be
somebody's
crushing
just not
it.
gonna like you.
Yeah, they be like, "Why is this guy funny again?" I don't.
And the moment the quicker you become okay with that, the better off you'll be.
Yes. And I had to learn to be cool with that because I had this like, okay, I want to be universally funny.
Did it bother you at first?
Yeah. Because I'm, naturally you want to please everybody so you can keep working. Not one of the reasons, but eventually you got it. And I think Bernie Mac said it best. And this was part of a movie when he was in House Party. He was like, if people don't like you, what did he say?
Fuck him.
Fuck him. Yeah, it's like that's an unintentional inspirational scene. It was for the movie, but that's great advice for comedy.
For real, I mean, just in life in general, but especially in comedy. Because I've already had somebody tell me I'm white people funny, not black people funny.
I think the same dude probably told somebody else the same shit. I was standing there, he was talking to somebody else, but I'm listening to him. I'm like, I almost wanted to be like, let me pull you to the side for a second. Let's have this conversation. But it's like, I feel like I'm funny for everybody. But he said it to this white girl that was standing next to him. He's like, he's white funny.
See, my thing is, hood funny is not getting you nowhere.
Okay.
A hood ass comic who can't not swear every other word and all you talk about is your food stamps and shit like that. Yeah, you go get on some stage, you'll get on some mics, but as far as making it out of the hood, I don't think so. Mm-hmm. That's just my humble opinion. Because it'd be those hood ass comics who be like, "Oh, you made some white people laugh, you white funny." I'm like, what?
Right.
I don't.
That's
why
some
gotta
ignorant shit. like I almost had a conversation with dude, but I'm like, let me just let that slide. Yeah, I know me. I know how funny I can be to everybody, and I've had all black crowds. Who laughing their asses off. I'm like, what are you talking about, bro?
I mean, because most comedy is talking about your lived experience, and I've been black my whole life.
Right.
Plan on being black for the future. So like,
right, yeah. I've been black a long time, bro.
I didn't grow up in like a white neighborhood, you know what I'm saying? So like, I'm not black with white mannerisms. Even though my best friend is white, and it's fine. We grew up on, we polar opposites, but we come to a common ground, and we able to talk about things, and it's my best fucking friend.
Okay. See, I've been accused of sounding like a white boy, so maybe that's what he was alluding to. Because people hear my dialect and how I talk, and it's like, you got white friends, don't you? You got white friends.
I don't know. I think that's disturbing to say about people, though. I don't know. I do my absolute best not to say someone is not funny, right? Mm-hmm. I go well on my way to be like, I don't think they're funny. Mm-hmm. To be like, because to say, he's not funny, is so subjective. Like, anybody could laugh at anything.
Yeah.
Because, like, when I was up north with all the white people, and I'm like, what are they talking about?
Right.
But everybody in the room was laughing, so I was like, hey, you funny somewhere.
Yeah, that's the perfect way to put it. You funny somewhere. You ain't funny to me, but hey, you're funny over here. So.
You act too, right?
Yeah.
You've been in front of the some cameras other than these. What you been in?
Right, I've been in Chicago Fire and Chicago PD.
Doing what?
I was a police officer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
12. We got 12.
Yes, I was a police officer. And this is gonna be funny. I just played a prisoner in forgot the name of the motherfucker. But yeah, it's gonna be on AMC. It's gonna be on AMC where I play a prisoner.
You got any speaking roles?
I had one line.
Yeah.
I had one line in the. Because I've been looking online to see when it's called 61st Street, and it's gonna be on AMC.
Okay.
And I've actually been looking online to see when it's gonna debut. But I haven't found anything yet.
Oh damn! I hope it ain't one of the things that just died off.
I hope not, man. It was hot out there, I had a weightlifting scene in there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, some what's that boy name? Played in White Chicks. What's the old dude? Brooklyn
Terry
Nine-Nine?
Crews.
Yeah.
Terry Crews.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I got a little TV spots here and there, man. But I'm trying to get to a point where I can be on television or film every week.
I was just say, which one would you say you're pursuing more?
It's a damn good question. I just think they fuse together, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm equally 50-50. I started, of course, with acting, and I have my goals in acting, I have my goals in stand-up comedy. So to me,
they go hand in hand.
Hand in hand.
Okay,
yeah.
That's what's up. I'm about to talk to you, man. Go through some acting shit. I want to act. I mean, we gotta production company, and we do short films and all a bunch of stuff. So we'll be in contact on that stuff. Y'all probably most definitely see Marcus later on and some third post media stuff if he's open and available. I know he's busy.
Well, yeah, if I'm available.
we'll talk to your people.
Okay, people call my people. We'll do lunch.
Right, right. He coming in with credits and shit. Dude, we got some Cheez-Its and half a cup of Hawaiian Punch. That's what I can offer you.
Hey, that's a start. That's a start.
We can do half of a Subway sandwich.
Oh yeah, we gonna have, man.
Half of the 6 inch.
That'll work. We'll talk. Yeah.
Do you want a full cup of juice or no?
Right. To the brim.
You ain't that damn good. All right, man. Let's jump right into the bullshit. It is spooky season. It is close to Halloween. Let's talk about people calling Michael Myers homophobic.
Wow.
Have you seen this?
I saw the article, but I have not seen the movie yet.
What do you think?
I'm afraid to say I might get canceled for some shit just by talking about it. You can't say shit now.
Okay, so wait. I read the article, it was a while ago. Why would they call him homophobic?
Just because he killed a gay couple in the film.
So we was talking about this a little earlier before off camera, and I'm like, wouldn't it make him homophobic if he don't kill gay people? Like, you know, he's walking around slash people trying to kill his sister, and then like he see a gay couple, he go, "No, I'm gonna go this way." Right. That's homophobic to me. He's an equal opportunity killer. So like everybody gets the knife.
Yeah, it's just like you're not exempt because you're gay. It's like you die too, motherfucker. So when I thought it was a joke when I saw the article, I'm like, come on, man, that's a little too much.
I did too, but then I kept seeing it.
No, I think most people were just joking.
Joking.
Yeah, and then you have some people who's
taking it serious.
Yeah,
the Super Rainbow Crew,
and that's what's getting the attention. That's taking it serious.
That's terrifying. That's absolutely terrifying. And like the times we live in, where you do have to be careful not to offend somebody and stuff like that. But for a fictional killer to be called homophobic,
right? It's like it's a movie, bro. It's like you want equality, but you don't want to be equally killed in the films. Like, you can be equally killed as well,
right? What you mean? You're a person, not just a dead person. Like,
come on, man. Yeah, I thought that was a little much.
That's like the community trying to. Now they want to, they've been wanting this, a gender neutral Santa Claus.
I didn't even hear about that.
What? Have you heard about that, Curtis? Yeah, so a lot of people in the community, they want a gender neutral Santa Claus.
Like he should. If Santa Claus can be black, he could be gay
or trans.
Yeah.
Or a woman.
Like I said, instead of making it a huge fucking issue, just do it.
Yeah, you can have
the power to do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
Right.
It's a fictional person.
Right.
So you could tune the narrative to yourself.
Look at the comic books.
Jesus.
You done made Robin bisexual. Superman got a son named he bisexual. Might as well make Santa Claus gender neutral.
Man,
why not?
I personally don't care. When I first heard about it, I was like a little upset. Then I checked myself. I'm like, what the fuck do I care for?
Right.
Like, he's not real. Like,
right. Maybe I'd be upset if I was 6, but I think I'm past that.
And it's Santa Claus, right? You know what I'm saying?
It's just like I'm way past
little Johnny.
Santa Claus.
Now he's just Claus.
And it's not a he. It's like they.
They Claus is coming.
They Claus. Yeah. They Claus is coming to town. So.
They Claus is coming. He's gonna give you gifts. Elf on the Shelf.
Right.
They're going to be there watching too.
yeah.
Like, I don't know, man. It's like, is it that important?
People are making it that important.
Like, I understand, representation. You know what I'm saying? Because
yes,
as black people, we don't see much representation of us. It is more now than ever. But we still lacking in a lot of spaces, right?
Yeah.
So like I understand that, and I hate when I ain't gonna say I hate. It's just like, I guess, weird for me when they try to equate it to that. Mm-hmm. It's like, bro, I can't change black. I ain't gonna say necessarily hide it, but it's what you see, right?
Right.
Your sexual orientation is not something I can see right off the top. So it has to be said. So if there's a non-speaking character and he can't say that he's part of the community, then what? Because you want a gender neutral Mr. Bean?
Yeah.
Like, we don't know his sexual orientation. You know what I'm saying?
Right. They're making aroused, man. They might as well. But, I mean, people are going to want to see representation, but I think you have a lot of people who are just taking it too far. They want to control everything, just like they want to control what comedians say. It's a matter of control. That's why people are getting canceled so much.
Control what you can control. Control what's in your household. Control what you see. Control what you promote. Why you got to control what I see? Like,
that's the way.
Why you got to control what I can have in my house? You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, I wonder, do they go to other people's houses and go, why you got all this male stuff in here? I'm like, because it's what I like. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't judge somebody if I walk in the house, they had a sex doll sitting on the couch. I'm like, scoot it over.
I would. It's like, you couldn't move that shit before I came over? I mean.
Wait, you know, some people who got the sex dolls, that part of their family. You can't tell them to move that person.
Which is weird. Yeah.
Hey, to each his own.
Listen. There's a fucking line. And that's just crossing that shit.
That's crossing the line to have a sex doll.
Because I know what you do to that motherfucker, and I don't want it sitting right.
You can see my girlfriend. You know what I do?
You know what the difference is? That motherfucker can respond if I say hello. A sex doll cannot.
I mean, roll right into the next thing. The metaverse, they might be able soon to say hello back. What are you talking about? Have you seen Facebook change? So wait, are they changing the whole name, getting rid of Facebook?
No, I think they are.
No. Or it's a subsection.
So, like, when Google went from just Google to the Alphabet Inc., I think that's what Facebook is doing. I'm pretty sure that's what they're doing. I could be wrong, but from my understanding, when I'm just seeing everything that they're doing, Facebook, Meta will cover all properties owned by Facebook.
Right.
So Facebook,
Instagram,
WhatsApp, all that is under Meta.
Okay.
Same thing how YouTube and all their companies is under Alphabet Inc. That's just how they what they're doing.
Metaverse. What do you think about the metaverse?
I really don't care. Facebook been Facebook for what, 15, 16 years? Or I'm going to just keep with Facebook and, you know, go about my business. You know.
Right, because we still call Google. We don't say Alphabet Inc.
Yeah, no, I mean, but that's still how it's presented, though. It's still presented as Google.
I guess it is.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they changed it officially, but all they phone, okay, Google. Nobody say okay, Alphabet Inc.
Yeah, people are.
I mean, because that's still the product. I mean, because Google is still just a product.
So I mean, I hear what you're saying, and I think that's fine. I don't really care. I don't really.
Yeah, I'm just kind of like
basically
all
a
right.
holding company.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But I think the metaverse would be crazy though, like real life Sims.
I don't know.
Is it like that? Like that movie Ready
Player One? That's what is being perceived as.
Because that's the only
or like
movie
on some surrogate type stuff, just in a virtual world.
Because that's the only movie that come to mind when I think about metaverse or whatever.
Right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Where you kind of just hack in and you got a whole nother. They got a thing called Second Life. People
I'm glad
get on and do that shit.
And like, let's say, I'll give myself another 50 years. This shit won't matter because I'll be gone. Bro, I don't care.
That's one way to look at it.
Half of this shit is just
we are living longer and longer every generation.
I don't want to live past
you're gonna be alive for another 50.
Once I hit 96,
if you're doing,
I want to get the fuck up out of here. Why? Because
say once you hit what? I'm sorry.
96.
96.
I want to be the fuck up out of here.
So your 95th birthday and you making funeral reservations.
Hey, I'm gonna take a picture with all my grandchildren.
Put this on my obituary.
Yeah.
Right. I want that casket, that solid oak. That's oak. Let me get that oak. That crushed velvet.
No. I want to put on my casket on the side. All of y'all are in here because of my dick. All of y'all exist because of my dick.
Damn.
Look at it.
Right? Well, I won't be attending your funeral. So.
Right.
I mean, listen.
Y'all can tell me how it was.
That's fine.
Watch it on the metaverse. No, I guess I'm going way too far with it, right? Because I'm imagining, like, hey, man, I'm gonna go do a comedy show. All right, where you got to go? Oh, to the metaverse. Put your VR headset on.
It's a virtual verse.
So the metaverse today, guys.
Right.
Take the shit out. Babe, I just killed it.
Yeah.
Had the room going crazy.
Yeah. Metaverse. Yeah.
But she like, no, I had mine on. You didn't make nobody laugh. I'm like, bitch, why you didn't laugh then? If you were there.
Yeah, I just heard about the change yesterday. I was like thrown off, like, huh? Meta what? Just Meta? Okay.
Just Meta.
Yeah, but it's like it's been Facebook for too long for me to be like, okay, my Meta friends now. So,
but I'm like, now I'm thinking about all the other money people have to spend. People have a house, but then they're gonna need a house in the metaverse. They got clothes, but then they got to buy Balenciaga in the metaverse. Like, just because you know it's gonna be super rich people in the metaverse.
You just got to figure out how to get in where you fit in on the like investing or how can you capitalize off of it early so that you benefit from it and not just them taking your money.
Could you imagine like living in your mother's basement, but then still being homeless in the metaverse? You sitting in the basement shaking a virtual cup.
Right. No, we don't want that.
Have any spare Bitcoin? Any spare Ethereum?
No, bro.
Any Doge?
No, we don't want that.
Man, here goes some Shibu, man. I don't know. Are you into like crypto and all the other stuff?
Nah. I'll probably look into it probably after the show.
Bro, it's so many different coins. I don't. Sometimes it's like overwhelming. Mm-hmm. They got one called Cat Girl. It's a coin.
Cat Girl.
Okay. It's trading like $30-something bucks a coin. I was like, what the fuck? They got something called Love Potion something.
Okay.
I'm like, what? Like, so anybody can make up a coin. I'm making a coin.
Oh,
Will Hill coin.
What's your coin gonna be?
Will Hill coin.
Will Hill coin. Okay.
Well, I think it's like I say, with all these coins, I equate to the stock market. It's hella stocks out on the market right now that trade under $1.
Yeah.
They shit stocks. It's the same shit with the coins. Shit coins.
Shit coins. Yeah, it is what it is. Have you heard about Ice Cube? Reportedly, he leaving $9 million on the table. He's supposed to be in an upcoming film called Oh Hell No, but I guess he's leaving the film because he's not vaccinated. Well, he's not going to get vaccinated.
Okay. Sticking to his guns.
Would you let go $9 million over vaccination?
No.
Like, can I get both of them right now?
I'm not in a position to leave $9 million on the table. Like, I'm gonna go ahead and take them shots. Okay?
Are you vaccinated?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
I will admit, I was skeptical for a while.
I was gonna say, were you pressured into doing it, or was it something like you did your research and be like, all right, this can't be that bad?
I wasn't pressured. I was nagged a little bit. Like people supposed to be. But in the end, I did it, just doing the right thing because I'm around, family. I don't want to possibly get them sick, for not being vaccinated. You know what I mean? So it's just the right thing. And I felt it was the right thing to do. But you got people like Kyrie Irving.
I was just say, what you think about Kyrie doing it?
I mean, they sticking to their guns, man. You can't really hate on them for that because the reason that I was so skeptical. I can't talk. Skeptical. I read. Skeptical was because I heard about people still getting sick and still dying after getting the shot.
Yeah, after getting the shot, after getting the booster, nothing's 100%.
Yeah,
like, even condoms are 99.9% effective.
Right.
Like I read about it if you get the vasectomy.
Yeah.
After a certain period, though, it's not indefinite.
They say. I think it was like some could slip through.
No, I thought once you got a vasectomy, you still have to wait like a few months for what's left not to be active.
Maybe, I don't know. Because
apparently you still ejaculate. It's just
Fluid.
Sperm cell. Yeah. I don't know how we got there.
Yeah. I'm gonna wait till y'all finish and we'll come back to But yeah, man, it's like the one article that changed my mind to not get vaccinated was I read about a doctor who was like the picture of health. There was nothing wrong with this dude, and he took the vaccine and then died soon after. So I read about that. I'm like, I'm not taking that shit.
But was it because of the vaccine, or did he have some other issue?
No, there was no pre-existing conditions. They said he was all good, and he took the vaccine and he died. So I'm like, okay, if 3 people die biting the same apple, I'm not gonna bite it.
Yeah.
So why would I do that?
No, I don't know, because again, I'm no medical expert. This is just my thoughts. I mean, because getting the vaccine is initially giving you the virus at a smaller dosage so your body can learn to fight it. If I'm not mistaken, that's typically how vaccines work. That's why, like, when you get the flu shot, you end up getting the fucking flu because the flu is in the shot. It's supposed to be at a smaller dosage so your body can handle it and get used to fighting it. Then they give you the booster, same thing, but at a higher dosage. Again, nothing where you're supposed to get sick.
So CDC says none of the authorized COVID-19 vaccines in the United States contain the live virus that causes COVID-19. This means that COVID-19 vaccine cannot make you sick with COVID.
Not with COVID, but they didn't say what else is in there. It's. I mean, that's typically because when you get
But is that just pushing the line?
Because I don't know. Because maybe I'm thinking about it like anti-venom. You get bit by a snake, they need that snake venom to make the anti-venom.
Right, but we're talking about two different things. You talk about venom versus
a virus, which is venom not a virus?
It's different. So one is secreted from, you know what? I ain't no doctor. I just know it's it's fucking different.
So
one is they created from two different things.
I know the flu vaccine got the flu in it. Got a strain of the flu.
I don't know that.
I know that.
Maybe
he's checking it. The producer is checking it. Right. I don't know. I still haven't got vaccinated, and it is not because I got any like crazy reserves about it. Mm-hmm. Just haven't.
Wait a minute, say that again. You
have not.
You have not. No. How dare you tell me this now, bro?
Yeah, no, my bad. You want me to grab a mask? No. I sanitize everything over there. You good?
I'm good. Yeah.
No, it's.
But as far as like Kyrie, I mean, I think it's getting to a point where, like, it's becoming a dictatorship. It's like it's supposed to be a choice,
right?
But when you're threatening my livelihood and saying I can't do this and I can't do that if I don't, it's like I don't think that's right.
Is he letting his team down by not doing it?
Yeah. Well, what's the record?
I don't know.
Yeah, but I don't really watch basketball. I'm more of a UFC
guy.
UFC fan.
What'd you find out, Producer Kurt?
About the vaccine stuff. Okay, so the flu virus, you right to a certain point.
Hey, so, he said right. That's all I heard.
So it's made with inactive viruses with the flu, meaning whatever they use to kill the viruses is in the flu shot.
It's part of the virus, right? Yeah.
So, but
again, same with anti-venom.
But I guess the wording is.
Of course, it's the wording. Man, they can't be like.
I wouldn't say that. So, like I said, you got me defending this shit. I'm just telling you what's here.
That's fine. Say what you gonna say.
No, because my thing is, I didn't make a big deal out of getting the vaccine was because I used to smoke cigarettes. I didn't know what was in that shit. I take so much. I used to do so much dumb shit, and some of the shit I eat, I don't know what, and half of the shit we eat. Fuck the virus. If that shit ain't kill me, this fucking vaccine ain't gonna kill me. So I took the first shot. I didn't fucking complain about it. I didn't take it because I I'm gonna just go up and get it. No, my job might have said, "Got to get it or you fired," but I was gonna get it anyway. Right. It was just I just procrastinate. That's it. That's the only thing it was with me.
I mean, yeah, I'm not opposed to it. I just have not. I wouldn't go get it. I don't think it's gonna kill me. I don't. Obviously not. You're here.
I got the first shot, and I had the second one Monday. Yeah. Monday.
Just when I kept reading about people that were still getting sick and people dying, I'm like, then why get it then? Like, what's the point?
Yeah.
But it's not to prevent you from not getting COVID, just to prevent you from keeping you out the hospital.
Right. Just to make it not as severe, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you can equate that to somebody got a heart transplant and still died.
Yeah.
Right?
100%.
Or they went in there and they fixed something, but shit still went wrong.
Complications, yeah.
Yeah, shit happens. But the percentage, I feel like the percentage of people who maybe have adverse effects to the vaccine versus the amount of people who they were fine after they got it, or they got a little sniffles or some shit.
See, man, again, I'm stuck on the wording because I hear vaccine, that mean you can't get it. Like you get the
you know what?
Polio vaccine.
But I will.
Anybody got polio?
I will tell you this. We have never talked about vaccines or none of this shit this fucking much ever since I've been alive. So,
but we haven't had a new vaccine since we've been alive.
That's what I'm saying. We never had to have these discussions this often or this much. So a lot of this shit is new to me. I don't know, like the fucking word vaccine is. I ain't never looked that shit up in a dictionary to see what the fuck it actually mean. Still to this day, and I got a fucking vaccine. So,
I mean,
is it true? Is it the fact that the vaccine is supposed to be the cure all for whatever virus is fighting? I don't know. Did they tell us that? Was that the intention of the word being created? Was this means that shit is the end all be all cure? I don't fucking know. I ain't no goddamn scientist.
I don't know, bro. But as far as like Kyrie and Ice Cube, see, here's the thing. To allude to your question, they can afford to do that shit.
Right. I'm right with you, bro. They be like, all right, we got this contract. How many dollars we gotta get vaccinated? Let's go.
Right. So if you struggling, it's like, hey, you don't get vaccinated, you can't work here. So it's like, you're not a millionaire if you're not a fucking thousandaire.
Yeah.
It's like, you got to take the shit. But they shouldn't get to that point, though. It's a dictatorship.
Yeah.
It's like, let it be a choice for me. If I show you a negative COVID test, let me keep working.
Right,
but don't force me to get the shots. That's what I don't like.
All right. Let's move right along here. I seen a story. It say woman stuck with a $3,000 bill, a dinner bill, after her blind date refused to pay.
I saw that bullshit.
For her 23 family members she brought along.
A blind date paid for the
woman stuck with a $3,000 bill. It was $3,100 bill after her blind date refused to pay for the 23 family members she brought along. You paying?
Hell no. I would have left sooner than he did.
So she walked in with 23 people behind her. I'm out the door.
I'd have been like, I'm Will, and hold on, hey, we talking. Oh no, this my cousin. Oh, what y'all finna do?
Right, and she had the nerve to be upset. It's like, why? How are you upset? You brought,
bro, it's a blind date.
You brought a family reunion to the date. It's like, what are you talking about?
That is true.
Yo, that's insane. Cause like that takes some planning. That is not some. Oh, I got stuck with my cousin.
Right. No.
That's too. Y'all had to come in separate cars.
Right.
To this one restaurant, and then you thought this man was going to pay for that?
Come on.
Crazy.
You need the whole family to check me out to make sure I'm a good guy? I already know you ain't shit. You got your whole family here.
Invite me to the barbecue. Fuck you.
Right.
I would love to hear her thinking, her thought process behind that. Like, what possessed you to think that this was going to be cool?
Right.
An arrogant, narcissistic person.
Oh my God. 23 people?
Person. I mean, yeah, I can assume all that. I still want to hear her say it.
Right. You never will. She ain't going to say shit.
23 people, that is in access. And I'm like, whew, $3,000 bill. And while y'all sucking y'all teeth and licking the bones, you slide the bill over to me?
Right.
I'll be back. I got to go to my bathroom real quick.
It's like, you ain't even met my mama yet. You want me to pay $3,100 for your whole family? They could have did like a Thanksgiving dinner or some shit. It ain't Thanksgiving yet, but okay, wait a while and let it get there.
You don't know me.
It's 23 of them. They should be able to cover that $3,000.
I feel like they all should have been chipping in. If you're gonna do that shit,
right?
I'll pay. My part of the bill was $11. Right. Here's $15 for the tip.
Right.
I catch y'all later.
$3,100. That's a used car. Yo. That's $3,100. Just like, come on, man.
Like, shorty, you lost your mind. Like, were they all females? Can I fuck all y'all?
Right.
Like, come on, man.
Even if
and then, bro, it was a blind date. He had no clue who he was talking to.
Right.
Well, who set it up? The blind date.
I don't know. It don't say. No. I don't.
Because whoever set it up got to catch it. Got to shoot the family.
What's? I know you married, but what was like the worst blind date you ever been on? Like, you ever been like catfished or something?
Ooh. No, not catfish. Not catfish. But and this was probably like I was 15 or some shit.
Yeah.
I don't know if it really counts if you 15.
A date is a date.
Yeah. But we were talking on the phone and
party line.
Yeah. She had a nice voice. She just had a nice voice.
Yeah.
Right. And we arranged to meet at my friend's house because we were kind of like double date. He was talking to one girl, I was talking to the other.
Okay.
So, long story short, his girl looked good. And mine.
She told you she looked like Janet Jackson.
No, she didn't tell me she looked like nothing. I just assumed she just wasn't what I expected. I don't want to,
Yeah, yeah.
And I just didn't plan on doing anything with her once I saw her. Let's just keep it that way.
Wow.
And
wow.
So I'm like, let me see the people I'm gonna meet up with, because I tried it. I tried the whole blind date thing, but I'm like, let me see everybody first. Like,
in the light, come step in the light. Let me see it.
Right. So,
that's like meeting a girl at the club at night, and then you see her the next day at a restaurant. You go, ooh,
right.
You are not who I saw.
Is a little different. Like, you club fine, you're not daylight fine.
Can we get like some disco ball lights in here?
Right.
Okay. Oh, I remember you now.
Right. Like, oh, okay. What about yours?
I don't know. I the worst. Again, like you said, she just didn't look how I thought she would. She looked like an unkept lion. It was she did. It was terrible.
She had a man.
Man, that's fucking
it was terrible. Yeah, no, she had an unkept, looked like an unkept lion. That's because like she had this big fake hair, right? But then like she had small facial features.
Okay.
And
like that little face thing that people be doing.
Yeah. So she had a lot of skin on her face with no features, and then like a lot of hair. And I was like, where are you? Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, is your head small? Your hair big? Or you just got a small face? Like, did somebody pull all your features to the middle of your face? But she had like I said, she had a lot of face skin. Okay. But like that was just blank. Like somebody forgot to put shit there.
Oh damn, bro.
And so I mean, I felt like I was nice about it. I chopped it up, but it didn't go how she thought it was gonna go. And it's like it's weird because like I still got like my same original phone number. So like every like 6-7 years, she like text me. Oh, this so I ain't gonna say no names. Oh, this so and so, how you been doing? I go, who? Oh, you remember back in 2010? 2010? You know what year it is?
Right. Huh? Okay.
I lied. It was way older than 2010 because I had maybe because I graduated high school 08. It had to be like maybe 2009, 2010.
Somebody right now was putting shit together like,
bitch,
you talk about me.
You got a little face and big hair.
I'm stuck on upkept lion. I'm just
that's what.
Wow.
I pulled up. I was in my mama's car. I pulled up in her car, and that's the first thing that popped up into my head. Wow. Because it was blonde. She had this big fake blonde ass wig, and it's just like, oh no. Like, like I said, I felt like I was nice about it. Like, I was like, oh, how you doing? Yeah, I had a good time. No, this my mama car. Then she let me drive it when she at work and shit. You know what? She about to get off. I'll call you later.
Yeah. Have you ever been propositioned? I'm interviewing. Have you ever been propositioned by someone for a one-night stand?
For one night stand? Yeah.
Yeah, how'd it go?
Well, I've had one night stands. I got propositioned for one, and I turned that down because she was just completely not my type.
Okay.
I like bigger women. That's my type. You know what I'm saying? And she was real petite. She had no ass. She had no titties. Oh. And she wanted me to take her virginity. To this day, I have not had sex with someone who's a virgin. It's just not what I'm searching for. Just, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So she was like, "Will, I want you to take my virginity." I go, "No." I don't think that's gonna happen. I'm like,
now, was it just attraction, or you didn't like her personality?
No, she was cool people. She one of the homies, but that was it. So like for me, I think I don't know. Tell me if I'm lying. So when a man friend zone a woman, it's over. That door is closed. It is shut. There's no opportunity for that woman to get out of the friend zone. Now you flip the script. A man is in the friend zone with a woman. There's a way out. You say the right things. You catch her at the right time. You can get out the friend zone. Is it unlikely? Maybe. But the roles are reversed. Once I make up my mind, I'm not physically attracted to a woman. There's nothing she can do to make me attracted to her. Right or wrong? Y'all got any women that's in the friend zone that you just would not smash?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
And it turns out we're not even friends anymore. Because we were friends. Here's the story. We were friends for a long time. We never crossed that line. I'm sorry,
No,
we never crossed that line. Mostly because I was with somebody, but after I broke up with that person, she wanted to take things a little,
more serious.
Further. And I just never could really see myself with her seriously.
Right.
So when I made that clear to her, it's like, I just want to be friends. She flipped on me. She flipped on me. It's like, look, I don't want you to, because I'm trying to explain to her, look, I don't want to lead you on.
Right,
I don't want you to like wait around for something that's not there. And when I said that, she just flipped.
To lead you on.
No, but again, that's why I say, once a man put a woman to a friend zone, that door is closed, sealed, never to be opened. Mm-hmm. That's, right or wrong.
Yeah.
If you an asshole and want to just get some pussy, then yeah, you can open the friend zone.
No,
if you want to use them for sex.
But then to me, if you could do that, then they're not really all the way in the friend zone. You know what I'm saying? Once I say a girl is friend zone with me, there's nothing. I'll go home and beat my meat before, you know what I'm saying, before engaging in a sexual relationship with that lady. Mm-hmm. Just you do nothing for me. You cool, we can kick it. Me and this girl has kicked it several times. I hooked up with some of her friends, and like, I just don't. You do nothing for me. You cool people. You're a great person, but you you won't ever see my penis.
I think we had another conversation. I think it was out the podcast or maybe it was on a live where we said the way women handle being friend zone,
yeah.
The way men handle it is like fucking polar opposites.
Like you said, you friend zone a woman, well, fuck you do then. And it's
and that's what happened. She almost cussed my ass out. I'm like, I'm doing you a favor.
Right, I'm being honest and upfront with you.
Right. It's like, so I'm damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Right.
It's like, because an asshole or like a user or whatever, he would just use her for sex.
Maybe one day.
And not just lead her on the whole time. But
let's go on a friend date. You pay.
I feel you in that way. So can we just still be cool? And she just went off on me. It's like, I'm a queen. I don't need you. She's just, I'm like, we don't talk ever since that happened.
That's ridiculous.
And it's bogus. It's like, and I think either Chris Rock or Dave Chappelle say women are the only people that can make you feel bad for doing the right thing.
Oh no.
And it's so true. It's like, I'm doing the right thing here. How you gonna get mad at me for that shit?
I don't know.
But here's another hypocrisy though. If you tell a woman, like if a woman tells you, look, I don't want anything, I just want to be friends, you're supposed to just accept that and be cool with that, or you're a stalker. Right? But if you tell a woman, hey, I don't want to take anything further, they want to question you.
Yeah.
And be like, what's wrong with me?
Right. Are you gay?
Like, right. Are you gay? What's wrong with you? I don't need you. You ain't shit. It's just like, hold on. I'm just, what's the hypocrisy about?
Hold on. So you got to think about being a woman. I don't know. I've never been a woman. This is what I think. They get approached all the time, right? So to be told no, especially when it comes to a sexual favor, it's odd for them. There's so many dudes who are dying just to have sex. So many dudes in her DM, her fucking Facebook Messenger. I just want to eat your ass. You know what I'm saying? Right. And then here she go, wanting to give you the pussy, and you tell her no. Mm-hmm. So she's like, wait, what the fuck? What's wrong with you?
It's not just odd, it's an ego bruiser. It's an ego bruiser.
I guess it's because I asked my sister. Well, I was explaining to my sister how the dynamics of the way why women don't approach men, and I was telling her like, since I was a kid and like whatever fucking grade in grammar school that I started being interested in girls, been getting rejected.
Yeah.
I asked her, how many times have you approached a man and got rejected? She said 0. And I said, why is that? She said, because I've never approached. And I was like, that's the difference between us. Like, women don't approach. That shit is not.
Have you ever had a woman approach you, though?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I was fine with it. And, like, I mean,
I
wasn't used to it. I wasn't used to it. Because
No, it throw you off your game, for sure. Made me feel good.
No, yeah.
Bitch, you changed the game trying to talk to me?
Right.
Yeah, bitch.
Exactly.
Let's go get something to eat.
Like, you know what? I'm not going to wait on him. Let me just go on over. Like, you know what? I like that.
For like a 0.5 of a second, I thought, maybe this wifey. And then that shit went past so quick. Yeah. And then, just...
Hey, look, one of my proudest moments as a man, I was able to turn down pussy. I swear to God, I drove home with the biggest smile on my face because I turned down some pussy, and it was like, it was a girl I had sex with before, but we had crossed that bridge. We was done with it, right? We both had the conversation like, look, we ain't gonna do that shit no more, you know? And so I was kicking it with her, and she got the touching, the feeling. I mean, I was ready to go, and I'm like, no, I told not only you, I told myself that I wouldn't do this no more. And like, I'm like, nah, you know what? I'm done. Like, I gotta go. She like, are you gonna leave? What's wrong? What's wrong? I'm like, no, we said we wasn't gonna do this shit no more. And here you are right now. You know what I'm saying? So I left. I'm like, ooh, this feels good.
Right.
Like, because, come on, we all know some guys who can't turn down pussy for their life of them.
No.
Life of them.
No.
I think they're just good self-control, too. Like,
Yeah. Like, the ability to say no. Like, for the most part, we got our whole lives chasing it. And here I go, I got something thrown at me, and I was like, no, I'm good. Like,
I've been in situations where I've turned it down and they flipped on me.
yeah.
It's like
oh no, she was mad.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, no,
and
she was
then-
mad.
I don't think
I got called all types of pussies and shit. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't think I directly turned it. I played oblivious.
oh yeah. So
So
you smacked the attempt down before it came.
it just went over
right.
my head. I just played like it went over my head, even though I knew what was going on.
All the sexual innuendos.
I just played stupid in the motherfucker.
Nah, I was so proud. I'm like, Mama, I made it. I did it.
Right.
I could do this. I can live this life as a man. Turn down pussy. Like,
It's hard to do, man, but it's like I've seen situations where women get led on, like that whole quote, you know, about a woman scoring. I don't even know the exact quote.
oh hell,
it's like,
no,
you don't want
no
that kind of
fury like a woman scorn.
Hell yeah, hell has some fury. Like a woman scorn. It's like, and I've seen people go through that kind of hell. I'm like, I don't want that.
Hold on,
So let me just tell the truth. Be like, look, we just friends. Let's just be cool. But like I said, damned if you do, damned if you don't, because they flipped on me and went off on me. I'm like, what is the problem?
You want to talk about a woman scorn? I was watching YouTube. I was watching these two guys, Aubrey and Preach, and they were talking to this lawyer, and the lawyer at first was just talking about how law school does not prepare you to practice law. They don't teach you how to make money as a lawyer. They don't teach you, you know what I'm saying, it's just basic shit. You pass the bar. It's like a foreigner passing the Constitution. You know what I'm saying? As Americans, we couldn't pass that shit. But then these foreigners have to come in, and so like that's what he equated law school to being like, right? Then he told this story about how because he's a divorce attorney, right. He represented this lady, called him and goes, "Oh, I'm seeking past child support from my ex-husband." Ooh. And this lady had been remarried. She's married a millionaire, multimillionaire. She does not need the money. It's about 90 grand or something like that. Yeah, it's about 90 grand. Does not need the money. So she contacts this lawyer. They go to court, and the lawyer, to come find out, make the long story short, kind of find out she has been. So, if you don't pay a child support, you go to jail.
Right.
Like, take him to court. He can't pay. He go to jail. She has been repeating this cycle for 12 years. Sending this man to jail as much as she can for 12 years because he cheated when they was married. Yes. She's been married, got a good life, don't need this money.
Don't matter.
But hell knows no fury
Don't
like
matter,
a
bro.
woman scorned 12 years. If I was her husband, I would be concerned. Why are you so obsessed with this man that you're using my money to pursue? Yeah. 90,000. I bet you I would give you 100 grand to leave this man alone. Like,
some people are just that evil. Like it gets to a level where this is just fucking evil.
No,
like, some people
way.
are just that vindictive. Like, I want you to suffer till the end of my days.
You know what I thought immediately? She loved the fuck out of that man. She can't forget him. She loved him so much he has to be miserable because they're not together. I don't want that type of love. I don't. No. Don't love me that hard.
No, not that hard.
Don't love me that hard.
Because revenge and trying to hurt somebody, make sure they stay hurt.
Yeah,
that's not love, bro. That's just crazy.
I mean, yeah, that's.
I mean, unless they did something that's just
forget about
beyond
it.
repair.
Oh no, to me, I want to say forget about it, but 12 years, that's a long time. This man had moved to another state, so now she has to fly out of state to go to court for this man to make sure he go to jail.
That's too much.
You might be
right. It might be too much.
That's love.
Yeah, and if I were her husband, I would be concerned. I'm like, what?
But yes, bitch, why are you so concerned about this man being in jail?
You should have been done with this. Why don't we just
Fuck
focus on
outta
us?
here.
You know,
Fuck outta
you're
here.
obviously not over him.
Right. That's what I think. Like, you so concerned with this man that every time you get out, something in your head pops off. Let me file child support again to get this $90,000.
Right.
He don't have it. That's why he going to jail. And like, it was like the dude looked so defeated. He was just like, I don't have it. Ready to go to jail.
That's too
much. The judge kind of seemed like, yo, this is his 12th time. Like, what is this?
Right.
Like, man.
Okay, let me look this up. I didn't hear nothing about this.
I'll send it to you when we done. What was the thing we was talking about? Somebody had made a status about why do women get upset when men ask them what they bring to the table?
Because they feel like they should not.
Huh? It was a video, whatever.
So they get upset if men ask them what they bring to the table.
Right. We all heard the arguments, you know what I'm saying? Oh, what do women bring to the table? And women be like, oh, I bring the table. Oh, I bring woo. And it's like, why are women so immediately to go into the defense or the attack when that question is brought up?
Because historically, men are always asked that question, right?
Right.
And it's been the way, like, women can ask, you know, what do you bring to the table? What do you make? What do you like? What do you this? But if you ask them, it's like a ego bruiser. It's like, you can, you know, this
my
isn't
pussy not
about
enough.
Me.
No,
this isn't about me.
That's what
I'm quizzing you.
That's what one of the girls said in the video.
No,
not directly, but she essentially insinuated what you just said. So just for better context, when he asked the question, why do women get offended at the question? What do women bring to the table? The first thing that, like, literally before, like, soon as he was done with the sentence, her response was, "Are you poor?" And he was like, how does that answer the question?
Right.
And then the other two girls was like, something along the lines of like, I don't know. It was a bunch of deflection. You got to see the video. It was a bunch of deflection. Nobody was answering the question. It was a little bit of I bring the table, a little bit of, you know,
I make the table.
I am, or a little bit of you approached me, but that ain't what the question was.
Right.
So it was a lot of bullshit. No answering the question, even though she claimed she answered the question, she never did.
I don't know. See,
well, see, man, some women feel like they're so much better than men, they don't have to be questioned. It's just like, who are you to question me what I bring to the table? It should be obvious. This is about you and what you bring. I know what I bring.
Right.
Some of them have that attitude, so they feel like they don't have to answer that question.
Okay, so hold on. So I feel that it's a question that shouldn't be asked in the first place, right? I feel like it's something you should see in the other person, the value they bring to your life. With the table being your life. This is not right. This is not a buffet table where we put all our stuff in the middle and we all go crazy. Let's not act like it's that. It's not. When you're with someone, it's, you know, you're taking some of them and adding it to you, and you're giving some of you and adding it to them. At least this is how I see it. So I don't necessarily, me personally, look at it like as a table. It's what value could you add to me with me being the table? And vice versa. What can I see myself adding to you? And it's not really just, here's everything, and you put everything there, and we all just grab. No, you're still your own personal person. Like,
yeah. Well, here's the thing, man. Both of y'all could bring something to the table and still not be for each other.
Right.
So it's just like, I can bring this, you can bring that.
Both y'all brought sides.
Still not be together. Right?
I mean, because I think people don't realize, like, that's that whole question is some internet shit anyway. Yeah. Like, nobody asking that shit in real life. I hope not.
That's a terrible question.
Sure no,
I mean, because of the internet,
maybe
probably now. Yeah,
maybe now.
Yeah, they ask.
If I'm on a date and she asks, what do I bring to the table?
I'm leaving the table.
Right.
Nothing, motherfucker.
Right.
Like, I'm pretty sure, like, when you first started dating your wife, y'all had conversations to figure out whether this was
long conversation.
Right. So that's how you figure. You don't ask that dumbass question.
Yeah.
Right. I'm like, is this a date or a job interview?
Right.
Like, come on, man.
Why do you want this job?
Right.
Because I have no job.
I never believed in the women just because it feels like an interrogation, man. It's just like, hold on, how do I know that you ain't shit? Don't talk to me like I ain't shit. Like, what do you bring to the table? So it should be an equal conversation. And if we decide that, okay, this ain't gonna work, go your separate ways. But don't make it seem like I'm being interviewed or I'm on trial.
Like you got your checklist and you're checking.
Right.
Like, fuck out of here.
Right.
Fuck out of here with that bullshit.
You got a checklist for you, but like I said,
do you think they rightfully get upset when asked the question, I guess? Or when the question comes up?
I wouldn't say rightfully. I feel like a pompous, arrogant person would get upset.
Yeah. Like,
I feel like somebody who's humble would answer the question with no problem.
Okay, well, what do you say? Because I've heard some people say when they hear that question, they instantly think material things, right?
Mm-hmm. I would say, why do I need to bring? I mean, because we talking about two people who going on dates. Maybe it's their first or second date.
Right.
That's, I guess, during those moments, you wouldn't even ask that question because why should I bring anything to the table? I don't know you yet.
Okay, but when then? Because if you're in a serious relationship, you should fucking know. Like, at that point, you should fucking know what this person brings to the table. I think in the beginning is if you're going to ask, that's when you ask. In the beginning, date 1 through 3. You know what I'm saying? Because 4 and 5, what the fuck are you doing?
Right.
Let's be honest.
It's a very direct question. I guess I can see a little bit how some people might get offended, including women.
Too, to me at least, I feel like it's one of those.
I can see it both ways.
I just don't see the point of asking that question in that way. I feel like it should be enjoyable. That's not an enjoyable question.
Right.
If I'm asking you, like, I don't be asking women their favorite color on dates. That's fucking stupid. I don't know. I mean, if I'll figure that shit out at some point.
Right.
Let's have a conversation. See where your man at. Are you into certain things that I'm into?
Right.
Are you into something that I didn't know I could be into? Let's try that shit. But direct, what do I bring to the table? Like relax.
Yeah. Yeah.
Relax.
So I guess, like I said, I guess I can see now how women could be offended because imagine how you would feel being asked that question. I guess if a woman that was asked the question, it's like, what? What you mean? What I bring to the table?
Right.
So I guess it could be on both sides.
Yeah.
You know, because it's such a direct question. Like, hold on, that's why don't we finish this coffee first before you go?
Because I think it was he was asking in response to women always asking that question. Like, you can ask us, why do y'all get offended at it?
Right.
If we ask you the same question.
And she never answered the question, right?
I don't think thinking back, I think it was a bunch of deflection from because it was like three men, 3 women. And I think the women just went off and was like,
why you gotta ask?
You can tell that they were
So I wonder if they feel this might be just a lack of not knowing. I wonder if they feel I'm trying to find a way to word it. Not capable of bringing anything important to the table other than vagina. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I was going to say, maybe there was so much deflection because you don't bring shit to the table, which is why you couldn't answer. Like if I don't have anything, to bring to the table, I'm going to deflect like a motherfucker.
Right.
It's like, let's talk about sports. Let's talk about food. Let's talk about this and that.
Because
like I said, the first thing out her mouth was, are you poor?
Like,
right. Which is a deflection.
Right. And I didn't understand, like, even if he was poor, he's asking you a question that you can easily say, this is what I bring to the table, A, B, C, and D, and then she could have flipped it and said, what do you bring to the table? But she did none of that. She just said, are you poor?
So I seen somebody answer and go, oh, I bring love and support. I'm like,
so do I.
Bitch, that's the legs. It has to be there for there to be a table. Like,
I mean that's something.
That's a given.
Because a lot of people be saying shit
but I've seen people in relationships who don't have that, and their relationships are shit because y'all didn't have the love and support, the caring. You know what I'm saying? Like the fuck. Like, again, that's the building blocks.
Yeah, it's all got to be there.
Yeah,
but I feel like as far as that question is concerned, like I said before, maybe they really didn't. And maybe a lot of people ask questions they're not ready to answer themselves.
Yeah.
And maybe that's what it was. That's why they quote, well, are you poor? It's like, that's not a fucking answer. So it's like, be ready to answer your own questions. And they probably weren't ready. So
Them hard truths, boy. Looks in the mirror. Damn! Turn the light off. Give me club lights.
Right. It's like if you write down a bunch of questions and they come back on you with your own shit. It's like, wait a minute, this ain't about me.
Bitch, I asked you.
I was ready for you to answer these. I'm not ready for the answer.
You can't ask the question back. Jeez.
Right.
Anything else to add? Anything else to add? No.
That's it.
So one of the last things I want to bring up before we turn the cameras on, I showed you the video of Shannon Sharp saying that to get to a level of greatness, there is no balance. That's pretty much what he said, right? I'm summarizing here. He said there's no balance. You have to be all the way in, nothing else. You heard it. Would you say that's a correct synopsis?
I mean, I wouldn't say there's no balance. I believe if you're achieving greatness, then there was a lot of balance.
Yeah,
and you did it well. You know what I mean? Because you have to. You have to be disciplined. You have to be motivated. You have to work your ass off.
Yeah, we could do it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead. I'll bring it up.
Yeah, to be great, like Michael Jordan, Mike Tyson. Like I read Mike Tyson's training regimen back in the day when he was younger, and I'm like, holy shit, that's discipline. But I'm sure there was, play time and then training time. But I think training had to be like 80-20 to personal life.
Right, man.
So you just have to find a balance, bro. That's all it is. With Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, Muhammad Ali, they definitely found a balance. So I don't agree with that.
All right, here you go.
If you want to be great, Skip, people like, look, you need a balance in your life. Not if you want to be great. There is no balance to greatness. Because I can promise you, anybody that's ever extended up here, forget sports, I'm talking about life in general, there is no balance.
There's no balance. You have to pay a severe price that can affect your personal life, your home life.
Absolutely.
It's what is required.
All time.
If you want to be great, Skip, people like, look, you need a balance.
All right, so
I hate hearing them say skip. 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 Like, please call that man something else. Skip.
No, so y'all heard it, right? So I strongly disagree. Because what I hear, quite honestly, and I said this for the third time, I hear Thanos. When Gamora asked this man, you got what you wanted, and what did it cost? My man said everything. Where's the balance? Right? He lost and ended up losing at the end because you lost everything. He lost himself within that. You know what I'm saying? So it has to be some balance. And, then people, want to be like, oh, Kobe mentality. Like Kobe didn't have three girls? Four. He was still a dad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He was always more than Kobe fucking Bryant. But when it was time to turn it on,
right?
Mamba mentality. I get that wholeheartedly.
So, I guess if you consider when he had the girls, he had the oldest girl was born in 2003, so he had, by that time he had reached,
the height of being
Kobe Bryant.
Right.
So I don't like, not knowing Kobe or his wife, like, how was he before the children?
So
was he?
The only thing I can really equate it to is comedy, right? Mm-hmm. I do comedy and I want to be great at it. Yeah. I do not think I have to lose myself in comedy to be one of the greats. Mm-hmm. I don't think so, right? There's a hustle. There is most definitely a hustle where you go hit mics, where you go do shows, where you have to sit down and write, where you have to sit down and get better. Yes, there is a hustle to the art form, right? Same thing I could equate to sports. You go to practice, you do your own stuff, you eat healthy, you know what I'm saying? You do your own personal workouts and all the other stuff. And when it's game time, you zoned in, you could do that. But they all have an off season where they ain't doing shit for a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But then on days where there's no practice, there's no games, they're home with their family. They fly back and you get back to it. There is balance in everything. Mm-hmm. I don't see how they could even begin to say that. Now, is there too much play? Yes, you can most definitely, because they always say even the best talent ain't shit without hard work.
Right.
You got all the talent in the world.
Yeah.
You can be the funniest person in the world, but you don't want to hit no open mics.
Right.
What, you just want to only do shows? How the fuck can I find out who you are?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Funniest writer in the world, but you don't want to let nobody see what you wrote. What? Nah, hard work. It takes some hard work with talent. But what they say, hard work beat talent. Motherfuckers who ain't that talented, but go practice every day, and they still was not obsessed with it. Like,
Right.
You cannot lose yourself to a craft.
No.
You can't.
Then you go crazy.
You
bro.
go crazy.
Go crazy.
Absolutely fucking crazy. That's why the method actors always go crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know what? And I'm an actor too. So when
Explain method acting.
Method acting. That. For those of you who don't know, method acting. No. Pretty much, basically, that's when you just a little too much into it. That's when you stay in character off screen. To me.
Right.
Like method actors, they gain whatever weight they need to gain, they grow whatever hair they need to grow, and they stay in character even off screen, and it messes with your personal life. And I don't have a specific actor to talk about, but I've heard stories.
Yeah, Heath Ledger.
I mean, yeah, some
50
people.
Cent did it one time.
For that, the movie where he lost all that weight.
Christian Bale, he lost a bunch of weight. So I understand, like, people want to really get into these characters, and I do too, but not to the point where it affects my personal life and I lose my mind, because people have done that.
Yeah.
So method acting can be dangerous.
Johnny Depp.
Yeah, he done it. What's his name? The one that be like, all right.
Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah, he did it one time too.
Yeah, well they changed it. Don't call me my real name. Call me
That's
name.
That's a little too much. It's like, come on, man.
Yeah, but no, that's
We having tacos. It's just like,
Fred.
Right.
Would you?
Yeah, and I've heard stories, and I've been around these kind of people. I'm like, let me just keep my distance. It's not that serious. Bro.
You can't lose yourself into your craft. You're still a person. Don't get me wrong. You can most definitely be 10 toes down. You can be all the way in it. I get that. Like I can hit up a mic every night if I wanted to.
Yeah.
Every 7 days a week, I can go hit a mic. 2-3 a night. But then like come home, go to sleep, go to work, do it all over again. What life is left, right?
Right.
So then when I do finally reach the heights that I want to, I've missed out on the courting. I missed out on building friends. You know what I'm saying? Now I only got people who are around me maybe for a reason, for intent. You know what I'm saying? So how, again, you need that balance. Like you said, Kobe, we don't see what they do off the cameras in the gym, all the stuff. But he had his wife. He had time to get caught up in a scandal. You can't. So like, you know what I'm saying? So you can't tell me that there's no balance. You can't tell me I have to be all in or all out. Like, no.
Yeah.
There's certain instances where you do have to, commit and do some shit, but it's
maybe he meant you can't give your craft 50%. Like you have to, when you're working on your craft, you have to give that shit 100%. And that part I agree, but not to the point where you miss out on everything else.
right.
Like Kobe,
Sacrificing your family.
Michael, Muhammad Ali, they found great balance, which is why they became great.
Great, bro.
So it's like there has to be a hard work aspect, but it's like, dude, I'm not gonna work hard. I can't sleep at all.
You're at all.
Like when I listen to motivational speakers, like, you know what? You can't sleep. You can't, like, you want to sleep. You broke. You can't sleep. I'm like, then I don't want to be rich. It's like I gotta sleep sometime. I'm sure Bill Gates got some sleep sometime, bro.
Basically, what's his name? The dude that was in the video. What's his name?
Shannon.
Yeah. So he sounded like he was pushing hustle culture, and that shit is not healthy at all.
Right. Yeah. If you all go.
Yeah. It's like
well, I'm gonna stop and smell the flowers. Fuck. You ride to the top and don't know how you got there.
Right, because you got those people like, you sleeping 8 hours a night, you ain't gonna get nowhere.
Right. Bitch, that's healthy.
But see, here's the thing, man. You got people out there who work their ass off and really do lose sleep and still don't achieve certain things.
Right.
Like this guy.
And still lose all this stuff.
Right.
Still sacrifice all that stuff.
So there's got to be a balance, bro.
It's got to be. Bro, if you have a difference of opinion, please comment. I would love to hear it. If y'all think I'm wrong, think we're wrong about this, that you have to be all the way in, I would love to hear it more in depthly on how anybody could think that's a good thing. I just don't see it. It sounds like you said, hustle culture. If done improperly, is extremely dangerous to your mental.
Your physical too.
Yeah, I mean. with the mental goes the physical. You know what I'm saying? As your brain deteriorates, so shall your body. Like, anything else? What else?
I mean, that's it. I can plug a few. Well, as you can see,
Hold on, wait for you. I got you.
Okay.
All right, so so at the end of every episode, I ask a few questions.
Okay.
If you could pick one for life, tacos or wings? Free for life.
Wings
all day. Any specific ones?
I like them plain so I can control how much sauce gets done.
Drums,
guitar.
flats, wings.
I thought you went. I thought you was talking about music. Was like
No,
drums or something. Like, I like drums, but I play guitar. So you know what? I prefer the drums.
Drum. Okay.
Yeah, flats a little. Yeah,
You got any believe in any conspiracies? You got any hot takes? Are you a flat earther?
I must show me and I'll believe it. But you can conspiracy theory all day, bro. I'm not saying none of them are true. I'm sure there's some that are accurate.
You got any you believe in? Any that you've been shown? You go, huh?
I can't say I have, bro.
Cause I like fucking with the flat earthers, man.
Yeah, we need to do an all flat earth.
That's the dumbest one.
Episode.
Listen,
I think it's fucking stupid too, but I still got.
I
still want to talk to him. I want to do the whole episode about flat Earth.
I love the aspect of it, right? The mental will it takes to come to that conclusion, like
that's one way to put it, I guess.
But it's always so. One got me. It got me thinking about how we don't see the sunlight rays from the sun, but any other light that you see in pure darkness, you can see where it goes. Like if we turn off all the lights and had a flashlight, you can see the beam of light from the flashlight. How come we don't see the beam of light from the sun when it hits the moon? You know what I'm saying? If the moon only glows because of the sun, how come we don't see the ray? You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And then they say space is completely dark, but the sun we can see the light from the sun. But
right.
So shouldn't space be bright?
And that's something to talk about,
right? So it's like, huh? That kind of if any of this bullshit is true, that shit makes sense.
Right.
All right, go ahead, plug away.
Okay, well, my Instagram handle is mhendricks1. Look me up. I actually started up a show again called Wheel Talk. I also have a TikTok page, mhendricks24, or you can look me up on Facebook under Marcus Davis Hendricks, friend or Meta. My bad. And look me up on Meta. And but I have shows coming up. You can catch me on Chicago Fire, Chicago PD, and I'll be on 61st Street coming up.
Y'all can follow me on all social media platforms. Simply just Will. Make sure y'all follow Created by Curtis. You want to do the plug? You finna give out a hoodie? No, you don't want to do that right now?
Because I've been giving out a lot of hoodies, so I don't think I'm giving out no more hoodies.
I'll purchase one. All right. How about this? All right. So,
no.
What does your hoodie bring to the table?
The cloth.
No, what? But createdbycurtis.com is where you can buy the hoodie. If you see Will, he has one on right now.
Exclusive. This one ain't out yet.
Nope. But that might be. I'm inching between that one and that blue and red one. Putting those out.
I like the blue and red.
I'll figure that shit out next week. We filming. By the time this come out, we've been filmed Will and Denise. So look for.
Don't look for it soon. We got other shit.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a little while, but we want to film 3 episodes of that.
Bro, I'm thinking about taking some more days off just so I can finish this shit.
Man, we've been busy. We working, y'all. We're gonna get back to the skits, so be looking out for more of them. Anything else we need to plug? I got a show tonight. Well, y'all ain't gonna see this tonight, but every Monday, come out to Riddles Comedy Club. You can hear me and Marcus do some jokes for the free. Come see us now before you gotta pay for real. I ain't comping none of y'all tickets. I'm just playing.
November 15th, I'll be a headliner at Riddles Comedy Club as well.
November 15th?
Yes.
November 15th. What day is that?
That's on Monday.
That's a Monday? Oh, that's 4 Pieces of Laughter?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, November 15th on a Monday. Come before my open mic. You can see Marcus Hendricks go crazy in front of the crowd, headlining. That means he get more time than everybody else.
I really won't. But I'll see what I can do.
I'll give you some more time.
All right.
I ain't got no control over that shit.
Promise is promise.
Anything else? Anything?
That's it, man. Just thank you for having me, man.
No, thanks for coming through. And we out.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Oh my God.